Good evening, one and all. Once again, today I am coming in front of you with a good topic, very interesting topic, structure of atom. So, the structure of atom is a very important lesson not only for the class 10th but also in higher classes. It is too much important. That purpose try to keep the level best concentration, and because of that very interesting topics we are taking every day in the live. So it's my pleasure to say ఏ గుడ్ వర్డ్ అంటే స్టార్ట్ చేసే ముందు ఏ మంచి పని అయినా స్టార్ట్ చేసే ముందు మంచి మాట చెప్పాలనేదే నా ఉద్దేశం. ఆ విధంగా నేను ఇప్పుడు ఒక రోజు ప్రతిరోజు నా లైవ్ ముందు ఒక మంచి మాట చెప్పాలని నేను ఒకటి డిసిషన్ తీసుకున్నాను. అది మీకు నచ్చుతుందని నేను పూర్తిగా నమ్ముతున్నాను నేను, ఎందుకంటే మంచి మాట అందరికీ నచ్చుతాయి. సో అదేంటంటే ఈరోజు మంచి మాట ఏంటంటే, ఏమీ పని చేయకుండా చేసేసానని చెప్పేవాడు మూర్ఖుడు. మళ్ళీ చెప్తున్నా, ఏమీ పని చేయకుండా పని చేసేసాను అని చెప్పేవాడు మూర్ఖుడు. కొద్దిగా పని చేసి కొండంత చేసేసాను అనేవాడు దుర్మార్గుడు. ఎంతో పని చేసి ఏమో కొంచెమే చేశానని చెప్పేవాడు మంచివాడు. సో మీరెవరో మనం ఎలా ఉండాలో అని మీరే నిర్ణయించుకుంటే మంచిది. ఈ రోజు మంచి మాట ఇది. ఇప్పుడు లెసన్లోకి వెళ్దాం. Here the structure of atom in the class 10th. First of all, each and everything in the universe is made up of atoms. Solid, liquid and gas. Each and everything is made up of atoms. And atom is consists of three subatomic particles. Three subatomic particles. Here, what are the three subatomic particles? Means first one is electron, second one is proton, third one is neutron. These are the three types of subatomic particles the atom is made up of. In it, almost all 98% of the atom is consists of nucleus. That means 49% of the protons and 49% of the neutrons it's having. And now comes to the point of, we will discuss what is actually the electron means. Electron is the negatively charged particle. Here see, electron is a negatively charged particle. It is negatively charged particle. And electron, who discovered electron means J.J. Thomson. Electron discovered by J.J. Thomson, and the negative charge of electron is given by the scientist. This is negative charge. Negative charge is given by the scientist Mulliken. 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 So first once again, electron is discovered by J.J. Thomson. The negative charge of electron is by Mulliken, and the charge of electron is minus 1.6 into 10 to the power of minus 19 coulombs. Charge is measured in the units of coulombs. This is the charge of the electron. And next is, what is the mass of the electron is 9.2 into 10 to the power of minus 28 grams. Minus 28 grams. This is the mass of the electron. And next thing is, electron is 1837 times smaller than that of proton. Once again, the electron is 1837 times smaller than that of proton. And so that means proton is 1837 times bigger than that of proton.
Sorry for that.
And here electron is 1837 times smaller than that of electron. And now come to the point, the electron mass is already given, charge is given, and everything is got. So now comes to the point of the proton. Once again I will repeat, electron is J.J. Thomson is discovered, negative charge of electron is by Mulliken, and charge of electron is minus 1.6 10 to the power of minus 10 in coulombs. Mass of the electron is 9.2 into 10 to the power of minus 28 grams, and electron is 1837 times smaller than that of proton. That means 1837 electrons can make one single proton. That is the situation. Now we'll go for the second subatomic particle, proton. Now second one is, you can see the proton, and here nucleus is made up of proton and neutron. See, 50% of the nucleus is proton, 50% of the nucleus is neutron. Now proton, who discovered the proton means, proton is discovered by the scientist Rutherford. Proton is discovered by the scientist Rutherford, and proton is a positive charge. So the positive charge of the proton, is given by the scientist Goldstein. Goldstein is a scientist who gave the positive charge of the proton. Now, what is the charge of the proton here means plus 1.6 into 10 to the power of minus 19 coulombs. That means this is a similar charge as that of electron, but this is the positive, that is a negative one. So now mass of the proton is 9.2 into 10 to the power of minus 24 grams. And next thing is the proton is 1837 times bigger than that of electron. Now suppose, what is atomic number? If they will ask you, the number of protons present in an atom we call atomic number. For example, oxygen is there. In oxygen, 8 electrons will be there, 8 protons will be there, 8 neutrons will be there. We have to take atomic number as a protons number. So protons number is 8. So atomic number of the proton is 8. So atomic number is discovered by the scientist Lord Mosley. Lord Mosley is a scientist who discovered this atomic number. And comes to the point of atomic weight. What is atomic weight means? The number of protons plus number of neutrons. Together we call atomic weight. And atomic weight, or you can say atomic mass. Atomic weight or atomic mass. And atomic weight or atomic mass is discovered by the scientist Cannizzaro. 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 And what is atomic number means? Suppose in the oxygen atom we are having 8 electrons, 8 protons, 8 neutrons. So we don't want electrons number. We want protons and neutrons number. So 8 plus 8 protons plus 8 neutrons. Together we call 16. 16 is the atomic weight of the oxygen. So that is the definition of oxygen and atomic weight and atomic mass. Now we'll come to the point of the third subatomic particle, neutron. And come to the point here, third particle is neutron. Neutron is discovered by the scientist Chadwick. And here, mass of the neutron almost all equal to that of proton. That means 9.2 into 10 to the power of minus 24 grams. It is almost all equal to that of proton. It is a chargeless particle, no charge. It is not having charge. So that purpose the charge content won't be there. And other factors also is not going to be found over here. So neutron is a just it gives the some kind of mass to the nucleus. Neutron will give some mass to the nucleus, and this is charges the completely chargeless particle in the atom. So these are the three particles we can say atom, and is now see here the atom is having around the nucleus. The atom is having circular orbit. This is circular part is there, that is called orbit. Circular part is there, that is called orbit. And in this here some electrons are there, here some electrons are there, here some electrons are there, here some electrons are there. In first orbit there are two electrons are present. In the second orbit there are what do you call 8 electrons are there present. Why the 8 electrons are present here, why the 12 electrons present in the next topic I will tell you. Before that you can see here the here the these circular black circular path around the nucleus we call orbit, and here the region where the electrons are present, here electrons are present, here also electrons are present, here electrons are present, here electrons are present. This particular place on the orbit where electrons are present, that means the probability of finding electrons in an orbit is called orbital. We can say orbital. What is the meaning of the here? Where is the region in which place the electrons are present on the orbit? That particular region, the particular region we call orbital, but this circular part is called orbit. That is the difference between orbital and orbital. Now, orbit is a two-dimensional, orbital is three-dimensional. That is a interesting point to know it. And then next comes to the point here, and in other places you can see between electrons and between electrons here one group is there, here one orbital we can call, here one orbital we call. In the middle there is no electrons at all. At this point we call the zero probability of electrons. That means no electrons are present, completely empty space. That one we call nodal point. NODA, nodal point. Nodal point in the sense, nodal point. Here nodal point means there is a zero probability of electrons is called nodal point. So this is about a brief structure of atom. Now we'll go for electromagnetic after a little 1 minute gap. Now we'll come back once again. Very important topic in this structure of atom. It's a very vast lesson. That purpose, each and every concept in this lesson is too much important. That purpose, it may take 3 parts also. One lesson is a 3 parts. Why? Because it is too important in future point of view also. Now see here, electromagnetic wave. How the electromagnetic wave is formed means you can see here. In this, two fields are there. Two fields are perpendicular to each other. Here, magnetic field is there. This is the magnetic field, and this is the what you call electric field. Magnetic field as well as electric field, they are always perpendicular to each other, making right angles to each other. Perpendicular to each other, making right angles to each other. They will intermingle. Both are intermingle each other, and they will form a single wave by showing the two properties, electricity as well as magnetism in the meantime. So this is wave is called electromagnetic wave. So electromagnetic wave means it is a product of both electric field as well as magnetic field. So here the speed of the electric field and magnetic field is almost all equal to speed of the light. Speed of the light 3 into 10 to the power of 8 meters per second. Same speed as that of the light here. Now this electromagnetic wave, why we are discussing means because it is having 7 types of electromagnetic. And first of all, there are 7 types. First one is visible spectrum, which is come from the what we call source of the sun. Second thing is infrared rays, and the third thing is radio waves, and fourth one is microwaves, and the fifth one is ultra violet rays, and sixth one is X-rays, and seventh one is gamma rays. These are the 7 different types of electromagnetic waves. How these electromagnetic waves playing one important role in human life in different situations, how we are enjoying this electromagnetic wave, and it is having both advantages and disadvantages also, and if we are utilizing, it is a very boon to the human race. Boon means it is a gift, and if you are misusing it is a bane to the human way. Bane means sharpen. So that kind of it is having both the boon as well as bane. So try to keep concentration by using the electromagnetic wave, including in our hands mobile phone is there, in our hands TV also there, in our hands computer also is there. These 3 are working because of electromagnetic wave. If there is no electromagnetic wave, there is no mobile, there is no TV, there is no computer. Nothing, zero. Zero we should be. We have to use the one parrot to send the message. Such kind of the things used to be having. So electromagnetic wave is completely playing 100% role in our human life. Now I will discuss about the types of the what you call electromagnetic waves. Now here you see first one, visible spectrum. Visible. What is a visible spectrum means don't confuse. This is the very simple one. Visible spectrum is nothing but this is comes from the whatever the sun is giving for light from morning 6 o'clock, till 8 o'clock. We people can see each other properly. We can see total nature easily. And which is helping? The sunlight is helping. Whatever the sunlight which is helping us to see each and everything else possibly and clearly and perfectly, and we are enjoying the life, that is called visible spectrum. This is discovered by the scientist Newton. This is the first type of what we call electromagnetic radiation. And second thing is infrared rays. Infrared rays. This is radiation is formed due to very close to the Vipsia, near the red color. In the influence of the red color, these rays are formed, infrared rays, and so these are very influencing our life. And this scientist who discovered this one is Herschel. Herschel is a scientist who discovered this infrared rays. And now we can see what is the infrared rays influence on us means. It is the utility of the infrared rays. We can see how it is deflecting swelling in our body. Swelling is coming whenever the infrared rays are falling, means swelling, and blood circulation may stop. And redness of eyes. These are the defects we are going to face with the help of the infrared rays. So this is the second one. Scientist is Herschel. Herschel is a scientist, and these are the effects we are facing regarding the infrared rays. And comes to the point of next one is microwaves. Microwaves in the sense is communication is a very important. This is the general communication. Microwaves is general communication point of view. It will be, that means your TV and other messages point of view, and radio astronomy. Radio astronomy also enjoying because of the microwaves, and remote sensing. Whatever the remotes we are using, TV remotes and that remotes, remote sensing. Remote sensing totally we are enjoying today by sitting in the chair and playing whatever that we want differently. But it is a one caution I am giving to you. What means, whenever you are playing with this what you call remote, your small sister or your small brother will come in front of you. She wants or he wants some other program, and purposely you will try to press it. But the rays which are inducting in our body, it may come some harm. That means the cells may die. The cells may die means the dead cells are nothing but we can say the spot is cancer. In that dead cells, some poison is formed, means advanced stage of cancer. That will having no medicine. We have to make a move from this planet. So now this is what we call microwaves one, and even microwaves are using in so many places. This is a cooking point of view, but whatever the cooking things you are using the microwaves, and nowadays people are simply thinking that I am cooking it in the oven, I am heating these items in the oven, and whenever you are eating this kind of foods which are keeping under the oven, that is making your DNA, whatever the DNA is, the deoxyribonucleic acid, that is getting wrinkled. Whenever that kind of wrinkleness will come in the body, people will talk differently. Irrespective of the situation, what they are talking, don't know. What is happening, don't know. And some other kind of mentality the people will get. And finally, it becomes one biggest disaster for the human race. That purpose, stop immediately the heating ovens use, completely stop. It is accidentally whenever your compulsory electricity is not there, that occasions it may be possible, it may be used, but regular use of stylish purpose, we having a lot of money, enough money, we can use it like that. Stylish means yes, enough money is there to get out of this planet also. So, and come to the point of the radio waves. And the radio waves is given by scientist Heinrich Hertz. The scientist who discovered this one means Heinrich, Heinrich, Hertz. Heinrich Hertz is a person who is responsible for these radio waves. And nowadays, in the one interesting topic is there nowadays. What is the topic means? There is no house in India without having a mobile. There is now no house in India without having a mobile. There is so many houses are there without having toilet. That means people are completely becoming a mad after the mobile. Toilets also not there in villages. They will go open toilet. They will go open toilet. Even they won't try to level best to construct a toilet also, but they will purchase mobile first. So that purpose, that much of that aggressively they are going to. So mobile radiation is completely mobile is working means that is what you call radio waves are responsible for that one. And second thing is broadcasting. Broadcasting in the sense is all even TV programs and all programs point of view and broadcasting point of view, that is important. And radar. And in the ships navigation point also, the ships where is the opposite enemy missile is coming also we can trace out. And satellites and satellite working nature. Now Chandrayaan is working nature, we are identifying. Satellites movement point of view also, satellite network point of view also. And even computer network purpose also, these radio waves are very useful. So radio waves are useful in mobile radiation, broadcasting, radar, navigation, satellite network and computer network purpose. This much of useful is there in the what do you call radio waves. And comes the point of the next one. Ultraviolet rays. These rays are formed just behind of the violet rays here. These are source is directly sun. From the sun, their ultraviolet rays will come, and but everywhere ultraviolet rays will be there. But wherever the pollution is not there, no ultraviolet rays effect will be there. But in the many places in the states like USA, like Pittsburgh and Detroit and New York, Pittsburgh, Detroit, and New York and Sydney in Australia. In these places, over pollution point of view. That means not only using the high quantity of the cars and refrigerators content also, the freon, whatever the freon is using in the refrigerator for cooling effect purpose, the chemical freon is using, the freon and mouth freshness and body freshness, and this also depleting the ozone layer in Pittsburgh and New York and Detroit in USA and Sydney in Australia. Ozone layer is falling directly on the people and causing the cancer. And this is very great disaster. And this actually we can prepare the ultraviolet also, but that is using for to kill the bacteria. But if you are misusing the polluting that atmosphere, ultraviolet not only kills the bacteria, it kills the human being also. So it is a very right time to control killing the bacteria, killing the human being. And this ultraviolet rays, mainly phototherapy. That means some diseases can be cured by providing the light. That is called phototherapy. Therapy means cure. Therapy means cure, photo means light. And the next thing is blinding of eye. If ultraviolet rays suddenly you are directly falling on your eye, your eyes may get blindness permanently. Permanent blindness you may get if ultraviolet rays are falling on you. And then finally the major one, the cancer. Cancer also is very key damage because of the ultraviolet rays. Now the last one is here, gamma rays. Gamma rays are discovered by the scientist Paul Willard. Paul Willard. Paul Willard is given the gamma rays, and these are the mainly sterilizing. Why the gamma rays are used in sterilizing? Sterilizing in the sense is to keeping the bacterialess and virusless. Sterilizing the medical equipment. What are the medical equipment is using? Medical equipment is using for in the hospitals, that is going to be get sterilized, cleaned with the help of the gamma rays, and also sterilizing the food also. Food also we want to sterilize the food without having completely. Sterilizing the food also is an important role, and the gamma rays mainly another radio therapy. That means this is people are having high stage of cancer. That time they will say chemotherapy. They will send that radiation to kill the cancer cells. That radiation is nothing but gamma rays. They will inject the gamma rays. That time the people will lose the hair, completely hair, and they will nervous system also will become weak. And but compulsory cases they will use radiation, and using the radiation of the gamma rays and to cure the radiotherapy, that is killing the cancer cells. But successfully it may become success rate is very less when compared to that of the usefulness. So these are the 7 types of electromagnets we have discussed till now. And in the part 2, I will come back with p orbital, d orbital, Bohr's model, and Sommerfield's and other quantum numbers and so on in the part 1 and part 2. And thank you for watching, and put your comment and doubts clearly in the comment box. Thank you very much.